Hi, sir. Hi, Brent.
How are you?
Good, good. Today I want to have you walk around with the truck with me today. I know currently you have variety of 10 other trucks, internationals and Freightliners mix. You don't have any Kenworths in your fleet. So today I want to do a walk around with you, explain to you some of our features and benefits, and talk to you about a little bit between maintenance on your current trucks, and if you do replace them all with full service lease, on what we can do for that.
All right.
So today what I want to do is go ahead and start on the front of our truck as we walk around and finish at this point, and then we'll start things. First thing we do is when we look at our Kenworth is just quality. First thing people recognize it, we're looking at the Kenworth logo, just because everybody in the market when they're driving Peterbilts and Kenworths and Freightliners and so forth, they do realize or recognize that has quality and durability behind it. And where does that start? Right at our front of our grill. Very first thing is our aluminum mesh grill. Why is that important? Because currently with your internationals and your Freightliners, they generally have a plastic grill. And if a tire chunk comes off the road, or a rock, or some kind of debris comes in and goes into your current mesh grill or your grill, it will go into your radiator. You'll have downtime, cost you a lot of money. With ours, our aluminum mesh, hopefully it'll deflect it. Hopefully it will not allow it to penetrate into there and cost you all that money. Outside that, when we start moving around the side of the truck, and our first thing we're going to look at, obviously, is our headlights, the advanced forward lighting. Again, best lighting spreads out. Angle on the hood, you're going to have a lot more visibility, safety features. So we start that as brighter. As we start to walk on the side of our truck, very first thing that's really important on this side, there's a lot of safety features, a lot of important features. And one is your mirrors are on your A-pillar. And the reason for that is safety for one reason. You can open your door, you can still see behind you. Your drivers can see behind them, what they're about. Getting clipped by our truck because they have visibility. Outside of that, another good feature on that is that they're not on your door, so they're not shaking. The Freightliners or international will be shaken as you're driving down the road, so again, it's visibility for them. On our doors, we have a piano-style hinge, again, for strength. When we shut our doors, they have 2 seals around them, and dust, debris, weather. It's going to be a quieter cab. In fact, you have to roll down the windows in order to sometimes shut the doors. They're so tight in the cab. On our windows, on our doors, it kind of has like a pork chop type look to it. What the reason behind that is on our doors is, again, for safety benefit. The customer can look at, or the driver can look out the window, and again, see us behind them without having to have any restriction of viewing them. Unlike your internationals and Freightliners, usually they put a fuel tank underneath the driver's door that you have to step up and get in and out. And when you do that, again, you're rubbing against the fuel tank. Your steps are not stair-step aligned like these are. Our steps are where you can step up like you're going upstairs into your house. As for the inside of our truck, some of our features in here, of course, we've got the option of dual bench seats, bucket seats along with the bench. We do have telescopic and tilt steering wheel. Again, when you're in there, it's a smaller, tighter cab, but yet you got a lot of visibility without having to reach all the way across into a wider cab and have all that extra space in there. In our cabs, we also, in our leases, we do provide DOT items like fire extinguishers, chains and triangles. With the chains, unlike our other competitors, usually you have to purchase those on your first round, and we throw them there because everything's 100% DOT. One thing I'd like to say, if you want, you can actually sit up in the cab if you like. If not, if you could sit up there, you can see outside the windows. You'll be able to see our door features, and then our mirrors, and you can fill in there and see if the room fits, and if it fits the driver's body type. And as you tell, when you shut the door, it's nice and solid. You can feel the strength. Other than that, all your gauges all in front of you as you're driving. Nothing's off to the side. All your important gauges are right there as your driver's driving. So outside that, we'll continue on the side of it here. Because you're in refrigeration, obviously we have a refrigerator box. We do have several different options on our reefers. We are a carrier dealer, so therefore we usually will go with the carrier motor. All of our techs at our locations, not all of our techs, but we have techs at our locations that are either Thermo King or carrier certified. Therefore, it's across the Front Range. If you'd be up Denver to Pueblo area, we would be able to service it in between. Now as we walk through, obviously with our boxes, we have different options with different vendors. Sometimes we can have boxes made at the same time your chassis is being made. So at the end of, or when your chassis comes in, you have a little delay on your delivery of your truck. On our trucks, we do run air ride suspension for the comfort of the driver, but also when you get to a dock, you can dump your body down, and therefore you can load at a lower dock if needed. On the back side, as we walk through, we do have other options. On our back, we have lift gates and ramps, combos, or you can do it individually. Different options, whether it be steel or aluminum types of platforms. Inside, we do have our E-Track, and we do have obviously curtains in there if for temperature-wise. So when you're going to have as many doors opening, depending on what you do, the doors will allow hot air in, and therefore it'll take longer, and it'll hurt keeping your box cooler. So we have different options on that. As we walk down this side, on some of our trucks we do put side doors in, so we do have a curbside and as well as the roadside doors for delivery. So that is an option to put in your new lease truck, which is a good feature. On the side of the truck, or on the driver's side or passenger side, we usually put our fuel tanks on that side. Again, we're not putting on the driver's side like in your internationals and freightliners that you have to crawl over. We put it on this side, and you have different options. We can either do steel or aluminum versions as well. And then the last thing I want to show you on the walk around the part of the truck, or some other parts of the MAC truck leasing. We're open this hood. And on this side here, one of the biggest features if your driver is going to be doing a walk around on or inspection on his truck every morning, every day. And out in Colorado we have a lot of wind, so we have this one feature here where we can lock out our hood, and therefore it won't blow over on his head while he's doing those inspections. It's one of the biggest features on this unit. As we walk around their side, the last two items that I want to show you is they're doing their walk around inspection on their truck. This is our fluid side. So again, he doesn't have to go both sides to check his fluids. It's all on one side. And when a truck goes down because of wiring or hoses, everything is labeled and colored coded. So those are some of the highlights of our overall on our truck spec. Now, again, you're running older Freightliners. You got 10 Freightliners and Internationals. You got about 200,000 miles on all your trucks. If you're running about 30,000 miles a year, and you've had them for about 7 years. So two things is, one is either you got to replace them for CSA scores, could help because you're not broke down, you're not having issues with DOT. But the other problem is you are taking them to 3 different locations. One is a dealership. You're probably paying $170 to $190, $200 an hour, and you're next in line, which could take several hours. You're taken to various service shops, and because of that, you have different people touching your truck. It's not the same people. And then you have your roadside mobile mechanics. With the wind out here, you could be throwing dust and debris inside that motor as they're servicing it, and also they can have contamination on the ground in your yard. So I recommend that if you do not replace 100% of all 10 of those reefer trucks with all lease, then we would sit down and talk about a target maintenance program on those units, get you into programs so we can make sure you're DOT compliant and make sure that your trucks are on the road and not going to 13 different shops to be serviced. As well as these guys that are in the dealerships and on the street, they may not have mobile techs that are reefer certified to keep you up and running. So outside that, on the leasing side of it, I do know and I understand that we've talked that we are a little bit higher on our rate. So we're about $75 more a month on our rate. There's different ways and reason behind that. One is we run a premier truck, so our cost of our truck is going to be a little bit higher. Our residual value is higher than most trucks out in the street. So therefore, our price of our truck's going to be more expensive. Depending on what box we use versus what the customer uses, or what the other competition uses, we have to match up apples to apples. We could have $20 more extra in just our motor because we were going to run a 300 horse versus a 220 horse that we may currently have, or what they're currently speccing. We can actually have an extra $20 more just in the box, or the lift gate, or a side door. So when you add all that up, we're not too far off. We're within $20, $30.
It's $900 a year.
And it's $5,400 over the entire term as well. But in the long run, the downtime, when you're getting into an item or a truck that's going to keep you on the road, your downtime for $900 or $5,400 for the entire term, you're going to save in the long run because it's not going to be in the shop as much. Just in that alone will keep your drivers from spending $200 to take two guys to go take a truck to a shop to be fixed and back, then go pick it up another day. You're saving $200 just there. You're going to save that times 4 times a year. That's $800. But if it's a full service lease, we take care of that. If we, being just down the street, if it's a lease truck, we can do possibly pick up and deliveries and save you some time there just on your drivers moving it, worrying about hours of service. So there's different angles that we can hit, we can look at, but on the long run, I think $5,400 in the 72-month period, or the $900 a month, you're going to save it just in employees alone moving trucks. But again, our trucks are going to be more expensive. Our trucks are more expensive, but like I say, we just got to compare apples to apples. We also have rental trucks. In our deal, we include rental trucks as subs, and so you'll have a sub for any type of repair other than standard PM, if need be. Generally our repairs, we try to give you subs, so you're always in your own truck, and by doing that, that saves you downtime as well, because you don't have to worry about the extra costs. As for rental trucks, we do offer those, and again, we are $10 more a month. Again, that comes down to the type of truck it is, the value of the time of your downtime. $10 we can't compare it to being able to stay up on the road and running. Your time is well worth more than $10 for a day in a truck for a rental when you're going to be in it, for a couple of days and back out. So outside of that, that's our truck. As for the Kenworths and the Freightliners, the Internationals and the Freightliners, there's a history behind those, and it depends on the shop where you're working at. With ours, we can guarantee that you're going to be in and out, and your drivers will be back on the road, your customers will be happy. So, with that being said, like I said, I wouldn't mind see if we can sit down, go through some more information, numbers, and possibly see if we can get you into a few trucks.
All right.
So, if you want, we can schedule a time when we can sit down and go ahead and go over specs and lock down some rates.
All right.